never had a portrait done. He thought it was too much vanity. And he would rather be remembered for what he said than what he did than what he looked like. Now, in all honesty, there are thousands of paintings from that time period where we might have a name attached to it, or even more where there's a painting but we don't even know who that is a painting of. Roger, we don't have the painting, but we know what he did. And if you have a choice in between the two, I think Roger made the right one. Now, there are lots and lots of images of Roger out there, most of them springing from the imagination of an artist for a particular reason. There's one of them that's actually a picture of Benjamin Franklin as a youth that has the titles of the books changed, which was quite common. I mean, it wasn't considered plagiarism at the time. I mean, there's quite a few images of Native Americans and leading early Americans that they took portraits of someone else and just changed the labels on them. It was considered okay to do, but this chubby-faced, powdered wig image of Roger Williams is Benjamin Franklin. There are other images with Roger with long hair, and that's something that Roger probably wouldn't have had because of his political and religious beliefs. It just doesn't go along with that.
Yeah, I noticed the statue.
The statue in back. I mean, a lot of the statues with Roger, because, okay, that's a long time ago they had long hair. It doesn't work that way. Being extremely conservative politically and religiously, well, not so much politically, but being extremely conservative religiously, and the fact that the party, if you would, the political party that he more sided with was the Roundheads in Parliament rather than the King's Cavaliers. The King's Cavaliers had the long hair. The short hair, by short, I don't mean like a brush cut. I mean maybe down to your shoulder, okay? That's the parliamentary style, and it would have been an outward sign of your politics and religion as well as hair wasn't just a fashion statement. It was an outward sign of politics.
Wow. I mean,
same as your clothing and everything else.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it still might be considered that.
It's always that. I mean 40 years ago, someone walking down the street with shaved sides and just short hair on the top of the head, conservative military.
Yeah.
Okay, you can still say the same today, but I mean, hairstyles generally reflect some part of the inner attitude of the person. It's not just a fashion statement. There's a statue of Roger down at Roger Williams University, a beautiful bronze statue sitting out in the middle of their campus. It was dedicated probably about 10 years ago, and it was done by a Rhode Island artist, Armand Lamontagne. Absolutely fantastic carpenter. I mean, he's built several colonial period houses out in western Rhode Island that are absolutely amazing. He's done lots of different things, and when he was commissioned to do the statue, he says, well, what does this guy look like? He said, nobody knows. He says, how am I going to do a statue of somebody that nobody knows what he looked like? Thought about it for a little while, and he just finished doing some statues for the Baseball Hall of Fame, doing Carl Yastrzemski, Ted Williams, a few others. Stayed close friends with Ted Williams, so he said, you know, one Williams is as good as another. Asked Ted Williams, it was okay. The face on the statue of Roger Williams down at Roger Williams University is the Red Sox baseball great, Ted Williams.